Thank you, man of God. As of now, as another department, our department, we don't have a target intervention specifically for women, but we too are in the process of submitting proposal to the ministry for setting up of rehabilitation center for addicts, particularly for women and children. I would like to briefly highlight the activities on National Action Plan for Drug Demand Reduction, which is implemented through the Department of Social Welfare. Yearly, under National Action Plan for Drug Demand Reduction, the committee headed by the Secretary of the Department, along with the reputed NGOs of the state and line departments, scrutinize and select the proposals submitted by the NGOs for crediting and forwarding it to the Ministry for availing funds. Some of the NGOs availing fund from the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment of India through the Department of Social Welfare are Kripa Foundation Kohima, Prodigals Home Fellowship Colony Dimapur. I hope that these prodigal homes will be taking the session during the technical part, so you will get more details from them. Vedista Youth Welfare Society Dimapur, Youth Mission Sikazo TBS Road Kohima, Ayota Human Resource Society Urakong, Longling District, Charity Welfare Society Trek District, Mulongsu Self-Help Group, Upper AG Colony, Kohima, and Goodwill Society, Silver Colony, Kohima. Many more NGOs are still coming up, so as I stated earlier, the committee headed by our secretary, the committee will scrutinize and forward it to the ministry. The nature of the projects are outreach and shopping center, community-based peer-led intervention, and integrated rehabilitation center for addicts. Also, every year the department gives grant aid to registered NGOs of the state having worked in the field of substance abuse for the past 3 years. Some of the NGOs aided by the departments are Ark Foundation Kohima, Gospel Outreach Ministry Dimapur, Gospel Outreach Ministry Mon, Care and Support Society Mugokchong, Gospel Outreach Ministry Dimapur, Dimapur Life Challenge, New Hope Ministry Head, Community Awareness and Development Foundation Dimapur, and Water of Life for People's Ministry Mon. These are the NGOs that is getting funding from the department. Quarterly and half-yearly meetings with the stakeholders are held with regard to the implementation and updating its status.
Socioeconomic factor, I want to mention this in a very special way. We know that the unemployment rate is very high in the state of Nagaland. Lots of youths, they have the requisite qualifications, but they are unemployed. You would agree with me that the rate of corruption is very high. I'm not here to criticize the government, but all of us know that the rate of corruption is very high. And therefore, the youths of our state are getting frustrated. They are getting into depression. And I think that use of these drugs, alcohol, rice beer, etc. would enable them. In other words, this would be a mechanism where the individual would be able to release their tension, their frustration. And this has become a big problem. And therefore, I want to impress upon the state government as well that we have to rethink about this and we have to create employment avenues for the youths. Otherwise, this drug abuse will keep on increasing year by year, rather month by month. Psychological factor, yes, as I mentioned, that lots of our youths, they are getting frustrated, and when they resort to this substance abuse, they somehow find that it is a solace for them, a comfort for them. I have met a couple of friends, they are bankrupt. They went into contract, they have become bankrupt. And they have taken so many loans, and in order to get rid of that mindset where they feel frustrated and thinking whether they would be able to pay the loan which they have taken from various sources, they said that they resort to into alcohol. They resort to these drugs so that they may get temporary relief. These are some of the causes. Another aspect which our member Srimati Kilino also mentioned, easy accessibility to drugs. This is another factor. We can say one of the important causes. All of us know that our state, or for that matter, the whole Northeast states are closely located with Myanmar. We can say all of us know about the Golden Triangle, Thailand, Laos, Myanmar. And because of the closeness to this Golden Triangle, and particularly in Myanmar, people have easy access to drugs. The world heroin supply, 60% of the world heroin supply comes from Myanmar. 60% of the world heroin supply comes from Myanmar. And the Myanmar is pretty close to us. Just, I think, some of our states, I think some of the districts, I think touching Myanmar, and particularly this Manipur, this route has become very, very prominent and very, very, I can say, infamous for this drug peddling. 68% of the world opium is manufactured and refined in Golden Triangle. And once they are manufactured and refined, it comes through that route, particularly through Myanmar, and it comes through Manipur, Nagaland, and other parts of Northeast, and further they are transported to other parts of India. Now I must say that the state machinery, which are supposed to control this, I think they are not active enough.
So substance abuse. When we say substance abuse, in the state of our Nagaland, Northeast India, where it's very rampant, illegal uses of drugs and alcohol has had a very negative effect of all sections of the population. The nature of these intoxicants being peddled and the causes for which people, especially the women and the youth, have started to use it in a very large number. Drug abuse has become the most common thing these days, and many of our youths are ruining their lives and putting their future in a very great darkness, into a very great darkness. There are various reports that shows an increasing trend and growing challenge of substance use disorders in our state, Nagaland. Substance abuse in the states dates to the 1980s, with rampant use of drugs like heroin, brown sugar during that time among the young people and as well the adult, as there is easy accessibility of drugs during the time. As also Nagaland is located along the basis of Golden Triangle, and drugs is trafficked through the international border. Currently, it is reported that there is a resurgence of drugs use in Nagaland. As our case of owner Sri Asroli Ejala has already mentioned, that is our youngsters are attributed to sunflower, also known as ACE in short, which is considered as one of the cheapest forms of heroin, opiates, and it's being commonly used by many young people, especially school-going students. Even we can say like we say school-going, it includes even class 5, 6 students also, including the girls, young girls as well, and the college students. New forms of substance abuse emerge, and there is growing challenges to address these pertinent issues with more inclusive intervention, strategies for prevention, treatment, and social reintegration. Substance abuse has societal repercussions, and women are also one of the vulnerable groups among the society of our states. Women, including me, all the girls, face unique challenges and risks as women are both affected and afflicted by it. There is an issue of substance abuse by women in one hand and burden felt by women as a result of drugs abuse by one or the other in the family. There is a strong correlation between substance abuse and gender-based violence in the family, particularly domestic violence. This also creates a vicious cycle of trauma and substance misuse among women in the society. And also there is a growing need to address substance abuse. It's very important to address the substance abuse among women. In this generation, there are many younger women who take alcohol to overcome the domestic violence or family pressure, as well in the school or in the colleges or in the society, and gradually they become addicted to other substances, including drugs, the so-called very common drugs called sunflower and the heroin. Many women in distress start using drugs and alcohol due to loneliness, depression, and inability to cope up with the life problems. Women are also found to be drug peddlers. As a part of our annual activity, Nagaland State Commission Kohima, with my 2 members, we have visited, we have toured all the district, though some districts are remaining. We have visited there, we have visited to jail, we have visited district hospital, we have met with the women tribal hall, and the most common thing we found out that the peddlers are women, more are women. And also the women are abusing it, using it as well. So it's a high time to address the substance abuse among the women as well. Women are confronted with added stigma and discriminations which deters them from seeking help, as it is viewed as moral failing in our society. Thus, women are disproportionately impacted due to various economic, social, and cultural factors.
Before taking over as the Director General of Police Nagaland, he also served as DGP Prison, if I'm not mistaken. He also served as DGP Border. So he has so many knowledge to share with us today. The factors, the reason as to why we are not able to combat this substance abuse, especially in a place like Nagaland. And I would also like to highlight a bit on the economic policy of the Northeast. India is looking at our region, the Northeast region, and very soon we are coming up with Trans Southeast Asia economic highways. So the region will get the most advantage from this new Act East policy. But along with the good also come the bad. So we have to be very vigilant and alert, because we will become the economic corridor, and along with the economic corridor, we will also become a trafficking corridor. And we know so many of our neighboring young nations are solely dependent on their economy through drugs and its peripheral items.
Are required, but these events are required more at the level of policy making and policy formulation for the purpose of creating awareness. There are cheaper methods available. About a month ago, I was in a meeting of the state level and court meeting, where I'm not indulging in playing games. I'm just giving ideas of how we can reinvent the wheel. Where a few departments said that we need funds for creating awareness. Yes, we need some funds, but we don't need, say, tens of crore of rupees. In today's world, you can reach out to anyone and everybody through use of WhatsApp or through the use of Facebook. So if we are going to spend money on printing of pamphlets or getting to organize seminars everywhere, it's a waste of effort and time. In fact, we were thinking of having a program in police where our police officers, especially in the interior districts, go to the villages to interact with the villagers, tell them about law, what are good, what is bad, what is legal, what is illegal. Some of the officers said, "Oh sir, paisa lagebo, paisa nahi." So another officer said, "Na lagebo de paisa do." Tade jabi basti khani cha khilabo, ta khani arrangement kori debo. So there is an alternate method available. Always there is an alternate method available. We will have to have a mix of everything. Sadly, again, I said the synchronization is missing. If police is making a plan, it is not aware of what the health department is doing or what the social justice department is doing. What the detox and the rehab centers are doing, police is not aware. And what police is doing, others are not aware, including our sister departments like the excise department is not aware. Okay, and what they are doing, we are not aware. It's simple, it doesn't work. When we are thinking of fighting a war, just imagine some of you, if you play chess. In chess, you cannot succeed only with the queen working. You have to have all the pawns working and all the other pieces on your side working. Only then you will be able to protect the king, which is in this case the society, from drugs. Okay, I think Mr. Ashwini was very forthright in saying that the local brew or rice beer and all were used, and we justify ourselves by saying that I think this is a wrong justification. We are just trying to justify our escapist attitude and mindset by saying if we continue with this mindset, we will end up nowhere. I'll be blunt. I think as much as we get the Indian manufactured foreign liquor in Nagaland, probably more than that is the local brew which is being sold, which is equally dangerous for the health. Okay, so let us not try to justify things which are, I'm not saying criminals, things which are not good for the society. If we try to justify things which are good for the society, we will never succeed because we are just closing our eyes to the problem. We need to address the problems rather than closing our eyes or justify the problems. Again, Madam Chairwoman and Mr. Ashwini mentioned about the debilitating effects of drugs on women. I think you will have technical sessions more. From what we have seen is that there are a lot of women who are peddlers and traffickers or transporters. Please, Mighty Khan Bujivite, Mota Khan India भी अपने खान के misuse करिया से. इतु काम ते भी Mota Khan misuse करिया से. तैखान जाने अपने खान धोरी के नाम ले जाले तो checking कमती होगो. So they are not doing anything good to you. They are just misusing you as a sex because they know that you will not be touched, you will not be checked. Okay, this message needs to go out clear to every woman that please do not allow yourself or your bodies to be misused, either for any other crimes or for drug trafficking or things connected with drug trafficking.